waiting on the night insurgent pickup, and also on the basics. Now these are all the like armoured like sort of dip. Currently 7. They all come with long wheelbases. So you can either go for the short wheelbase or the long wheelbase for the shafter, the cognoscenti and the baller. The cheapest out of the full range is the shafter. The short wheelbase, this one here, the V12, is the fastest out of all of them. It's also the cheapest to buy, strangely enough. And the only difference between that really and the others is really the looks, because they all offer the same thing. They are bulletproof up to 15 normal bullets, and I think they will take about 5 sniper rifle bullets, and they can take 1 RPG or 1 sticky bomb or proximity mine without blowing up. So it will take two rockets or 2 sticky bombs to blow one of these cars up. I would say the best one is definitely this one, the V12. So if you was going to buy any of these, buy the V12 shafter, because it's probably, well, it is the fastest, the best handling, it's great sound. It's got an amazing sound. I'll just turn the engine on in here and you can just hear the roar of it. So it's probably got the bestest sounding engine out of all of them. The others are quite quiet. But then it really just comes down to a sense of style. So that's really what these cars offer. And what I will say, there are new armoured bullets out at the moment which will penetrate through these windows, but generally most people don't use their armoured bullets all the time because of the cost of them. And it's not just the cost, it's the hassle of having to go into your MOC vehicle and restock them up. So when you're going through Los Santos, generally if people shoot you, there's not a lot, nothing will touch you when you're driving past at speed. So they're good if you're just quickly going through Los Santos and you want to drive in style. Now hang on a minute, I need to call one of my other vehicles up, so it seems to be missing. This is the APC. Actually I'll get back to this one in a minute, because this one I've got quite a lot to say about. So I'll just go back into the garage again. Hopefully the other cars come back, because it's the fast track I want to show you. Is it there? Yes, it's there. Right, okay. So here we have all the other armoured vehicles. Now this is where things get a bit more interesting. And now they all have their abilities for different reasons. Now this is what I would say it's the best bulletproof car. Now it is if you are in missions. If you are going to do a mission such as like the Santos connection or something like that, the police generally don't take much off your health over a long period of time, whereas with all the other vehicles that starts to make a big difference. So this is probably the cheapest of them all. It will take the most bullets. However, if it's shot right in between those 2 small windows, the person inside will be killed. So that's something to mention about this car. So it's not really a great car for driving around Los Santos, because a skilled player can quite easily take you out with that, and it will not stand up to any rockets or sticky bombs or anything like that, or grenades. It is a great handling car, and it is quite a fast car. I don't know actually, I can just check the figures of its speeds compared to the... So it's actually slower than the V12. So that's actually slower than the shafter V12. So, but it probably does handle a lot better, this car, because it's got such a better spoiler. So that's that one. This one is really bulletproof, however, to a point. It's this larger window here that does let in more bullets. So it is good still on the missions, but they've added something to this car and taken away the ability with bulletproof. It's what happens with GTA. If they add something, they'll take something away as well. So this will let a few bullets in, whereas the kuruma will, but not quite as many as this. But the benefit of this car is this will also take a sticky bomb or an RPG. Well, it'll take one without blowing up. You're probably wondering what the difference between this and the shafter is. Well, the shafter, once the armoured glass on any of the diplomat cars is broken, and then they are no longer bulletproof. So that's the thing with the other cars, whereas with these two cars, they don't ever give up their bulletproof properties, so they will always stay at a certain level. Now this will take 4 sticky bombs, 4 RPGs. The 5th will blow it up. This is probably what I consider to be the best vehicle in GTA, mainly because of its price. It's quite cheap. Let's just have a look at. So I'll have a look in Warstock. And where are we? Where are we? Okay, yeah. Oh no, 675,000. It is bulletproof to a point. It's same. It's not quite as bulletproof as the shafter. It's a strange one, this one, because the glass breaks at the same time as the shafter does, but this one can actually be penetrated by certain players. So if a player's really good, they will know the right places to shoot on this. So that one does suffer in some areas, and in missions, once that glass has broken, the police can shoot you, or whoever is in that mission, they can shoot you quite easily. So that does suffer with the glass, but it is still probably. I still think this is the best car because of its weight and its price and its great handling, and it's a fast vehicle. This compares in my notes probably faster than any of the other armoured cars, apart from the shafter. It actually equals their speed. That's obviously once it's fully upgraded. Now this one and this this fast track here, this half track, sorry, so the half track and the dune buggy, these are my least favourite vehicles in the game. One, with this vehicle, it does come with a range of guns. So you have two different guns that you can have. You can't on the same vehicle, they have to be on different vehicles, or it changed. So you either have a like this minigun sort of thing, or you can have a grenade launcher. It does come with a it does drop mines as well, which is useful, but for the price, it doesn't offer any protection whatsoever. I believe that this is not worth buying this vehicle. The weapons can only be accessed by the passenger, so apart from the mines, which can be accessed by the driver, that's the only thing. And I very rarely use this vehicle, if any. I'll come back to the Tampa in a minute. Now this vehicle, along with the other vehicles that are coming out, this armoured plating you see on the glass is not like the Kuruma. It doesn't think like the Kuruma does. The Kuruma is actually stops bullets going through that armour plating, whereas these, that is actually it's, I don't know what you call it, like an illusion. It is actually the windscreen. So if you shoot at these particular armoured platings, you're actually breaking the glass. So there is no point to having them on the vehicle whatsoever. So when you buy the light armour or anything like that, you're buying it for a cosmetic purposes only. So this is on par with the Insurgent when it comes to bomb proof. It will take 4 RPGs. and the gun is, it's an amazing gun, but really, would I buy this vehicle again? No, it's slow. There's no bulletproof ability with it, and yes, it can take a few bombs, but at the speed it travels at, you're going to be blown up quite quickly with this vehicle anyway. So again, waste of money. So the half track and the dune buggy there, I would definitely recommend. Now here we have the weaponized tampa. Now this has a huge range of guns on it that can be accessed by the driver. It is not bomb-proof at all, or bulletproof. Again, has an illusion with these certain armoured plating everywhere, but there's no purpose to the armoured plating. In fact, you might as well not have the armoured plating. It serves no purpose whatsoever apart from making the car look ugly. In fact, I've actually thought I'm going to go and take this off as soon as I can, because there's no point to it. However, the guns on the other side, they are amazing. We've got the ability to drop mines. We've got the rear mortar. We've got a front machine gun, minigun, and we can also fire rockets from the front with a homing launcher. This is an amazing vehicle when it comes to attacking people. What more can I say? Yeah, if you're the type of person that's a good driver and you can avoid being blown up, this will get you through anything. It really is. Yeah, it's a badass car basically. Now here we come. This is probably the most. It is the best vehicle. However, due to its price, which it's hard to say really, because if you want a fully armoured one, you can't pinpoint the price exactly what it's going to cost you. It can vary each player, and this is due to the research facilities. And it's the same for all of these vehicles. The guns that they come with, to buy them, you do need to do research, and depending on how much research you do, will depend on how much the vehicle costs you. Now, some people might say, "Oh, well, okay, I steal the research, or I steal supplies to do the research." Well, that's fair enough, but you could have turned those supplies into cash as well. So you are still technically paying for these upgrades. Now, I would say that this vehicle has probably cost about 5 million for me on the money that I've spent to upgrade this vehicle. However, if we're putting price at the side, because I do say that the best vehicle is the Insurgent when it comes down to price and for what it offers, the APC is the best vehicle out of all of them. It is bulletproof, the Kuruma, and as bomb-proof as the Insurgent. It has the rear mortars, but the guns on the top of here are amazing. They are rapid fire. It can only be accessed by the passenger, but you can actually pull the vehicle over and just press the right button, and that will just sit you into the passenger seat, so you don't have to get out or to do anything different. So you can really have some fun with this vehicle. And the other benefit to this vehicle is it will go on water. It's an amphibious vehicle, so really there's nothing that can stop this vehicle. It's great for doing like any of the gun running, or even when you're selling and you want to get from A to B. Also for the CEO work and for the biker buying and selling. If you have to use your own vehicle, this vehicle will transport you around Los Santos very, very well without getting blown up. Now, there is one more vehicle I'd like to show you that has come out on this DLC, which is great for getting away from people, and it also has rockets, and that's the Opressor motorcycle. And here we have. Now, if you can handle this bike, this will fly anywhere you want it. It can get away from anyone. It's a rocket bike basically, that has wings that expand out, and with the rockets on there, if you have it upgraded, this will take out any helicopters or hydras very easily if once you've developed. It's worth it in the video of where I've managed to get up to the top from jumping from building to building. So yeah, it's a good fun bike to have, and if you're doing the biker missions, this will turn up on the menu to have the bikes, which bike you want, delivered right next to you, so you won't have to wait for any vehicles. This will come straight to you, and obviously with the ability to fly, you don't need to take the roads anymore. You can just fly over the mountains. So yes, this is probably one of the best escape vehicles and vehicles to attack people with, but to use this vehicle you will need the expertise to use it, but it probably in the end, with good experience, is going to be the best vehicle out of all of them. But if you just want to get straight into it and you're happy to spend the money, and then the APC vehicle is the one that you need. Okay, well I hope this has been useful. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to do as many informative videos as possible. I don't really get involved with glitches or anything like that, or money making. If I do a glitch, it's for a small reason, but not for making money easily, because the last thing I'd want to do is lose my account or lose somebody else's account. So anyway, like I say, I hope it's been informative. Please subscribe and watch any of my other videos. Okay, thank you.